Sounds good.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so what I am going to start out with is saying we're going to keep this short and sweet. By the way, we'll be over by like 9:30 because I know it's late. So this year I've been listening, or this week rather, I've been listening to a lot of personal development and a lot of the coach calls. And, I feel like I go in waves as a coach. I do really well and I'm really motivated. And then I go like, oh, I'm not so motivated. So I'm kind of I'm really motivated right now. So, anyways, I would like to do, Danny and I talked over the weekend. She went to the Super Friday in Pittsburgh with Carl Deichler and Autumn Calabrese, and it was a really fun event, which she shared some today. I want to do weekly calls, and basically where they're just going to be calls where we can all get together and just chat, bounce ideas off of each other, and talk about new stuff that we've, heard and whatever personal development that we've been doing. So I want to do weekly calls. Wednesdays at, maybe between 8:30 and 9, whatever works best for people. And starting in February, I want to go through a personal development book together as a team. Nothing crazy, not like, 12 chapters a day or anything like that, but just maybe like 1 or 2 chapters. And a book that I listened to it. I didn't read it. It's called Miracle Morning, and it's all about having positive mornings and, all that kind of stuff that really gets you in a positive mindset that will really help you work your business. So that was number 1 on my list that I wanted to do. And after I go through this list, I want you each to go through and just kind of talk about what you like about coaching, or, something real quick so Erin can kind of get an idea. I know she's been doing Coach Basics, but I think it'll be nice for her to get to know each other with you guys. So, and also that group text, I think that's cool that we have a group text. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. So we can all bounce ideas off each other. Okay, so I was listening to Carl Deichler's call from January 4th. Did anyone listen to that playback?
Yes.
Okay. It was really awesome. I've been really crappy at listening to morning wake-up calls, national wake-up calls. So basically he was talking about just how he wants to grow Beachbody so much this year, and how we really always need to have a positive attitude, obviously. Another thing that I want you guys to do every day really is go into your back office and go on the right-hand side. There's always new news and training, just to, familiarize yourself with the back office. I'm bad at that. So I'm telling you right now that we need to do it daily, and you need to hold me accountable. So yeah, like I want everyone to listen to the replay wake up call. And a really easy way, does anyone have podcasts on their phone? Like yes. An app?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have their own podcast, the Team Beachbody Coach podcast. And in there, you can go through 1,000,001 national wake-up calls. So
they have a Shakeology one too, which is awesome.
Oh, do they? I didn't see
They
that.
do. It's like, I can't remember the name of it, but if you just like maybe type in Shakeology, it's in our back office, underneath one of the podcast titles.
Okay.
So like the Shakeology one, that's an awesome one because they break everything down and they really teach you about the product.
Oh, cool. I'm going to write that down.
So what is that podcast? Is it an app you download to watch on your phone?
It's just a recording. So, you have an iPhone, right, Kristen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just an app. It's called Podcasts, and you just type in Team Beachbody Coach Podcast, and all of the national wake up calls will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know. Awesome. Yeah, like at work, you can stream it at work. Just have a headphone in, and listen. Oh my gosh, my husband's vacuuming. Surprise, surprise.
Great timing.
Tyler vacuuming? No.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so
I won't even let my fiance touch the vacuum.
yeah. So yeah, I want you to listen to the National Wake Up Call, and I need to do that for sure because I'm really bad at that. Personal development, even if it's just 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. I honestly, this week I've been getting up every day at 5:30. I start my day off with a Christian devotional app called The First Five. It's a great way to start the day. And then I start with my personal development. And I know it sounds like super cheesy, but I feel so great when I start my day like that. But if I get it in a routine where I sleep in till 6:30 or 6:40, the latest I can, it's like challenging for me. So that's a good habit to get into. Next thing is, posting every day, which everyone is really good at. And I want to take a quick minute to talk about all three of you, except for Erin, because Kristen, I know you've really come out of your shell a lot in terms of posting. Yeah. You post like great stuff. Gary posts great stuff. Like I know it was really uncomfortable for you at first, and I know you even to get on a call with. Right now, video like that's it's a great. I noticed that I leaps and bounds. Super proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Darlene, every morning your videos are so fun to watch. I'm like, what video is she going to post today? What move is she?
I love it
today. Danny is posting. I mean, Danny, you've always done great things with posting and your recipes and your pictures look fun. You have high energy. So you guys are doing really great. So keep up the good work. And truthfully, I need to get better. That's why I am posting my videos daily. So just make sure you're posting and, because a lot of people have messaged me about my posts recently and they're like, God, how do you get up in the morning? Like, how do you work out every day? And so it's just a great way to reach people. So I wanted to call you three out because you're doing great and leaps and bounds of improvement, stepping outside your comfort zone. Great stuff. Okay. Back to podcast. Christine Dwyer, which is our up line. She joined 2008. You all know who she is. She's super successful. She has a podcast, and it is called the Platinum Edge Podcast. So if you want to write that down, the Platinum Edge Podcast. She is a phenomenal speaker. She's so great at what she does. So I definitely encourage you to listen to her podcast. I listened to her podcast. What was it called? Talking about 3 ways that you are turning people off in social media is, having low energy, not posting things of significance, things like that. And, I know Darlene and Danny can relate to this. How many times are you in a super bad mood, you are freaking exhausted, and you have to teach a class? What do you do?
I just do it.
Right. You fake it till you make it. You put on a smile. And I have taught classes, minutes after hearing my grandfather passed away or, I have, PMSing, I'm sad, I'm depressed. You put on a smile and you freaking inspire the people around you. And I really like that she brought that up because I was like, I don't know how to be high energy all the time, but I am high energy all the time. So when you're talking to someone new about Shakeology or, a program, Hammer and Chisel, whatever it may be, really give them passion, give them energy, because that is what's going to draw them to not only you, but it's going to draw them to Beachbody and the amazing products that we have.
So relating that to you, one thing I've learned is not to always try and sell the product. I really try to make it a part of me and how I've used it. Because if I just put it out there like, oh, hey, new Shakeology cafe lattes out there, buy it now. People are going to be like, what the hell is this all about? You need to somehow relate it to you so that people see some part of you in that post instead of just like a salesperson.
Yeah. Yeah. And Danny, you do a great job with that, with, your situation with your PBNS, and you do a really great job really tying it in with your journey, which is super great. And that's what's great about it. You tie it in with yourself, and you make it unique. Yeah, la la la. Okay. So, friends, Darlene, is your camera on?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't see you. I want to see your beautiful face, my dear.
Oh, wait a minute. I was going to do it on the iPad, on the computer, and I'm on the iPad. Don't ask me what I got going here.
Oh, okay.
This makes me think of like the Brady Bunch, how we're like all in different squares.
I know.
Sorry.
Cool. Okay, so Aaron, hello. Aaron's not driving anymore. Okay, so basically, why don't we go around the table and say our name, whatever, even though it probably says on here, and just oh, there you are, Darlene. Hi. All right, just say your name, what you like about coaching, and then we'll move on to the next person. Danny, you can go first.
Okay. I am Danielle. I started coaching in 2014 after I got married. I started with a 21-day fix, and ever since then, I've kind of stuck to coaching, because once you change just one person's life and they have that story, and it'll move you and it'll encourage you to keep going and want that same feeling. And I think it's awesome how, we are inspiring people to not just buy some random product. Like, this is a lifelong journey, and to stick with them for so long, you not only make a dear friend, but you just make this connection that, they're also going to remember you as well. And to me, that's why I continue to coach and to stay healthy. So I don't know. I love it. I'm addicted. So.
Yay. Thank you, Danny. I feel like we're at like an AA meeting. Okay, Darlene.
I know, totally.
Next.
I've been coaching for about 1.5 years now. I got started after I've been teaching aerobics forever. So I got Insanity certified, and of course Vanessa reached out to me because of the post that I had. And I honestly had never even done a Beachbody program when I became a coach. I was like, what is this about? So I had to start drinking Shakeology, and I'm learning every single day. And now the fact that I can help at least one person live a healthier, happier life, that's what keeps me going. And I don't really do it. It's not for the money. It's just the passion that I have. And I got a group of about 50 people that I'm trying to recruit in right now. That some have Beachbody programs, some that don't, but just putting myself out there is incredible. And like you say, I put these videos up there every day. It's in my little private group. I just want to inspire one new person every day. And I got like 3 today that I'm working.
Good. There you go. Good. Kristen?
I'm Kristen. I've been a Beachbody coach. I think I started in February of 2015. I'm just starting to see things happen. It took a while, like Karen said earlier, to get out of my comfort zone. I didn't want to feel like a salesperson. I was really uncomfortable talking to people. Unless they came up to me, I just didn't even want to approach them. So it was just a lot of posting, a lot of creating trust in people. I didn't want to go in full force. I wanted to take it slower than the training had talked about and gain trust and stuff like that. And I'm finally starting to feel really good about things, and this is going to be a good year. So just have patience.
Great year. Awesome.
It's my biggest advice, I guess.
Yeah. I love the transformation I've seen in you, Kristen, for sure. It's been really great because I obviously I was with you from the beginning. But yeah,
I still don't like these video chats, but I'll get over that.
I feel like I look so weird on video chat.
I do too.
My palms are seriously sweating. I'm nervous.
You're doing awesome.
I don't know why.
You get an A+ for this participation.
Yes, you do.
Oh, Kitty!
She had to come see what I was doing.
Yeah. Well, Erin, so super great that you're on the call. We have a lot of coaches in our little team. A lot of people have, are a coach for the discount, which is super great, super awesome. But the coaching opportunity is super unique, and I love it. And I'm not one of those people. I mean, I've been Emerald for, almost 2 years now. I have a lot of coaches, but, they go inactive and things like that. But for me, it's not necessarily about rank, but it is about believing in Beachbody and the programs and helping people. So I think whenever you're done with Coach Basics and you're more, and you're comfortable, with the help of the team, we can help you run a challenge group. I know you're going through the 21-day fix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got the 21-day fix extreme, and then you enrolled as a coach with the 21-day fix, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you have PiYo, which you love. So, yeah, love PiYo. A lot about coaching is just sharing your story on social media. And a lot of people say, well, what is my story? I mean, my story is I like to work out, but really it's about going deeper and figuring out, for me, I have struggled with very debilitating anxiety, which is awful at times. And, praise God, it has been good lately. But for me, fitness, instructing, Beachbody, surrounding myself with really positive people, and working out obviously really helps me mentally. So that's kind of my, my story and where I am. So, it's really about sharing your story. And I go balls to the walls on social media because that's just who I am.
Yeah.
But, and I post, my sister, my sister, she's real conservative, and she's like, you post like, the cutest things online that I would never post. I'm like, well, you could if you wanted, but, so just go at your own pace, your own comfort, and just know that, we're always here for you just to help you. You can run a challenge group. Let's say, hey, you love the 21-day fix, or you love PiYo, which I know you do. And you want to, you share it. And then people are going to say, hey, like, what's this that you're doing? It's crazy that people watch you, and, they ask. So, what questions do you have? Because I know that you had a couple of questions that you had talked about.
Yeah, the ones that I was thinking of, it is a lot of information. It starts off really slow and really basic, and then all of a sudden it's like you hit this one lesson, and I'm just like, whoa, there were like 7 things dropped right there, and now it just got so deep. But I think I'm with Kristen in that I want to make sure that I understand everything really well, and I'm really comfortable with the product and the different workouts, and I only have like the 3 DVDs that I ordered, but on demand. I haven't used that yet, but I have that available. So I figured once I'm done with 21-day fix, I'll start to explore on demand and see what's on there and what other workouts are there. So I want to know more about it, and I want to understand it really well. So if somebody wants to buy something, like if somebody wants to order Shakeology, what do I do? Do I have to have them add me as their coach? Or, because I know with you, I had already bought the products, and you were like, oh, hey, look, I'm a Beachbody coach. You can add me. And I was like, okay, hey, that's great.
Oh, sorry. Cats.
I know.
Yeah, well.
I have a couple of friends that, at work, coworkers that asked me about it, and I've already, told a couple people, another girl in my office just ordered PiYo, and she's going to start it, I think, this Monday. And this was all before, this was just because that's, what I was doing and what I liked. But
yeah.
So what do I do?
Well, there are a couple of things that you can do. I will send you a link to what's called the Beachbody mobile app. Now, it's not an app.
I think I actually have that because they told you to save it to your desktop.
Oh yeah.
So I have it on my phone. So how do I use it?
Okay. So you're gonna open it up. And you're going to log in with your credentials. And then, okay, let's say your friend, Bonnie, whatever her name is. Bonnie wants to buy Shakeology. And you say, great. You know what? well, because whenever someone says, hey, I want to buy Shakeology, first of all, I want to get down and bow down. Oh yeah, it's great. Is I really always recommend, and I know the other ladies do as well, challenge packs are a great bang for your buck. So say, hey, would you be interested, blah, blah, blah. Whatever they say, you log in with your credentials, you get their email address, you plug it in, you enroll them as a new customer, you add in all their stuff, and then you can pick the product. Now, if they are already a customer, which happens to me all the time, I have in my notes section on my phone, which I think I sent to you, hey, can you email Beachbody to switch coaches, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'll send that back to you. I'll send that to you again.
Okay.
And all you're going to do is put in your name where my name is and your coach ID where my coach ID is. And you know what? At first I was like, oh, I don't want to tell people to switch their coach. That's rude. But you know what? I have never, ever, ever, ever had anyone say, no, I'm not going to do that. Everyone's
People
like,
do it all the time.
Instantly. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm at work, but I'll do it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I've personally had someone come to me and they were like, listen, my coach sucks. I know you sell Shakeology and I want to switch to you. How can I do that? So a lot of people, and I do tell them, I'm like, well, it's totally up to you. I don't want to take you away from your team, but if this is something you really want to do, let me go ahead and send you this link to get that done, so that I can better coach you and, be along your journey or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you really don't want to come across as like you're stealing people's, customers.
Right.
Like you're serious about, hey, are you sure? And then if they're saying, no, I really want to be with you, then yeah.
And I also think that a lot of people sign up not even realizing that they're assigned a coach. So it's not even like a huge deal. You're like, hey, are you actively working with the coach? They're like, well, no. And then, they just come on your teams. They do the switch. So
that's a big one too, is a lot of people thought Insanity when it first came out, and the whole coaching thing wasn't super huge then, and people didn't realize when you buy a program, it's attached to a coach. So that would be another way of doing that is, I'm sorry you weren't told that before. You're attached to kind of someone random out there who's never followed up with you. I would love for you to be a part of our team so that we can get you into some accountability groups and things like that, and I can go ahead and stay in touch with you.
Yeah.
That's my lingo that I like to always say, because you want them to know the background of why that happened, and you want to let them know how they can further progress with you and not make it feel like a sale.
That was my question for Karen, because I didn't realize that I was enrolled already either, and that was my question for her. She was like, hey, you should have me as your coach, and I was like, okay, sure. That's good. Yeah. I'll do that for you, but what do I why me? Why do I want to do that,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so your girlfriend at work
already ordered.
Yeah, say be like, hey, are you working with a Beachbody coach? And if she says, no, be like, okay, great. I'm a coach, and whatever you want to say. And you can add her. I'm sure any of the ladies who have accountability groups, you can add her to any of ours or whoever until you get comfortable and you can make your own. And if she says, you know what, I am, my sister-in-law's a coach, be like, oh, great. That's so great to have a coach and, something like that. You don't just want to be like, okay, bye,
Yeah.
do
So,
you want me to answer that Shakeology question? She had a question about how to get people, if they're interested in buying Shakeology, how to make that happen.
Yeah.
Outside of that app.
Yeah.
Erin, did you know that you have a link? I don't know how far you've gotten in the coach basics, but there's a link specifically for you outside of your Team Beachbody link. And it's called www.shakeology.com, then / your username.
Yeah. There's 3 pages or something.
Yes,
I think that said, but.
So that Shakeology page, it's really important to get that set up. And then that link in itself, it's just our Shakeology website, but by having your username at the tail end of it, will automatically connect you to any sale from that link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if someone's truly gung-ho about only wanting Shakeology, not interested in a program, you can send them that link. Hey, here's my site to go to. With you still getting to know Shakeology, if there's not a question that you can answer, I direct people to that website to fully look at all the ingredients, to look at more of a description, to look at different flavors. And Karen can tell you, I utilized her like crazy, and I was probably super annoying when I was a coach, like to start off with.
Never.
I feel like I was, because what happens is you have people who ask you questions in the process of ordering that you've never dealt with before.
Right.
And I've had to be like, oh my God, Karen, so what if they want this? Or how do they do this? And it's super easy. It's just a matter of playing around in your back office and getting to know where everything is. But you have us in that team page. You have us in via text. More than just Karen. So feel free to like reach out to any of us if you have a question, even if it's last minute, be like, hey, last minute, someone's trying to order. What do I do with this? You know, and because I know I've been there and I've been stressed out. And I will tell you, I'm constantly learning in the back office. I'm constantly learning about how certain programs are, and there's so many resources back there that break down each program.
Okay.
Down to the literally, there's a frequently asked question for everything. So yeah, I think those are really helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was really great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, we're coming down to the wire. Erin, do you have any other questions that you want to ask while we're all on?
Not that I can think of, because it just seemed like the most important thing was that if I'm going to be associated with somebody, like I need to know how to make that association. So
yeah,
that pretty much like answered that question, because I have I have a lot of friends, or a couple people that are interested. My best friend's interested just in Shakeology, and I told her I was going to give her a scoop of mine just to taste, because I only have the bags. I didn't buy a sample pack or anything. You know, I figure I'll get there in time if that's something. I don't know. I'm taking it slow. So
yeah, take your time.
But I just wanted to know where to go if I did, like, you know, if somebody was interested. I wanted to be able to at least like try and do something.
When you give your sample, I would, because a lot of people who try Shakeology for the first time will just mix it with milk or water. And they're going to think it's absolutely disgusting because I mean that to be completely honest, because a lot of people aren't used to drinking a shake, let alone a protein shake.
Yeah.
So they're not used to the consistency. They're not realizing what to expect. I would mix up on a piece of paper, write down how you make your Shakeology and be like, hey, try this for the first time. Do it this way for me to get the full experience of Shakeology.
Yeah. I told her how I made mine. She's not a coffee drinker, but I always put coffee in mine. But because I always have it in the morning.
Cafe latte.
Yeah, I know. I want to try that, but I already put coffee in it, so.
I promise it's completely different than. I actually just bought sample packets for the month that should be coming out here in the next week or two. Put your address, or anyone who wants to try it in our team, please put your addresses and I'll send it out to you guys. Because I bought the packet. So it has that coffee flavor. It's no more extra caffeine than anything else.
Yeah.
But it's honestly, I think I did coffee in my Shakeology once and it tastes really good. But I think it's a really good booster for people who are awesome coffee drinkers, or even people who only like the taste of coffee but don't like coffee.
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows one of those.
It's really good for sure. So
cool.
I am more than happy to send out samples to whomever in the team to get them, like, to, you know, especially for you guys who are starting first and don't want to buy like extra packets, you know, because the finances
not right off the bat.
Yeah, I will totally send it to you guys. Not a big deal.
The bags come with the like a calendar that says like, here's like 30 different ideas for vanilla and 30 different ideas for chocolate. So I told her I was going to give her one of those calendars too, that she could see.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Great. Awesome. Well, what?
I was going to say, did you do your personality test yet?
No, I didn't. I'll do it tonight.
How much time do we have left on the call?
3 minutes.
Okay. I will break down the personality test in more detail. But Kristen, you did it, right?
Yeah, I was blue.
You are blue. You're like me. So just very briefly, and so they did this at Super Friday. Melanie Meacher's dream team broke all this down, and OMG, I will tell you, we went all the way through how to connect motivationally with people in their own colors, how to connect to your challengers, how to read excuses per person with their color, how to talk with your coaches with their color. It's awesome. Like, so for instance, for the Emerald coaches, you are a blue. We are all about how, like, what we need, and coaches we look up to, we're all about feeling, and we're all about putting our heart and soul into something. And for motivation, it is more about networking opportunities. How are we going to make new friends? Team building events. Like, that is totally us. So that's an example. Darlene, you said you were yellow, right?
Yeah.
Darlene? Oh, is she here?
Yeah, she said
Okay.
yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. I don't see your face. Anyway, Darlene, you are totally like a lot of other people in that room, and you're totally competitive. You're the I dare you kind of thing. Do this, I dare you. And you're all about the fun. You want people to know all about the benefits of something, the cool factor, explain how cool the business and why it's so fun. And that totally reads you all the way, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll do it and let you guys know what it is. Danny, do you want to pull together some stuff for next week about that Super Friday?
I do, because there's a lot of there's stuff from apps to download. There's even an app that we can get together. I haven't used it yet, so I'll try to use it before then, on making a logo for $5. There's an app for that, or a website. You pay $5, someone will make a logo for you, and it's phenomenal. And these are people who are like 6-star elite coaches who are doing this. So I think that's awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'll put all that together for next week.
Okay, sounds good. And remember, let's text. Let's be positive. Let's have great days. Kristen, tell Gary that I said hi, and tell him that he is awesome.
I will. I'll make sure.
And I bet you that you're the chisel and he's the hammer, right? When you do the workouts.
Exactly.
All right, guys, you rock. Thanks so much for hopping on. I know it's a little late. And Cornell, when you watch this, hello. Okay, have a good night.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.